Welcome back. Dale Myers with Vision Advance. Today we are going to talk about dream crushes. Are the fear and the lies still holding you back? And truthfully, it's okay somewhat if it is, because they are all around us. They are literally all around us. For most of us, the fear and the lies they come from the environment that we've been raised in, and we are trying. We know that we've been created for something different. We know that we want something more than a lot of those around us, but for whatever reason, we haven't been able to achieve it. What's missing? Is something wrong with you? Is something wrong with me? It's the only thing that's wrong is what's being put into us. That thing that's calling you, that little voice or that feeling, that urge, that thought. It might even sometimes just be a whisper. But that calling that's in there for a reason. It's still present, but it's been trampled on. I said in a previous video, some people literally try to extinguish it from you. So why are we having this discussion though? I had a conversation today with a fellow entrepreneur, a man who I really respect, and we are in different businesses, but we both still serve to uplift people. We're in the business of human improvement, helping others, serving our fellow man. And we were talking about trying to help people and reach people, and somehow it came out that people always look for a reason to try to crush your dreams. And he shared with me, and we got on the subject about finding that, reconnecting with that 8-year-old or that 12-year-old that really had this funny, fanciful idea that we could do something different, that we could distinguish ourselves, or just live and have the life that we want. Then someone else stepped in, and maybe a few people, and crushed it. Sometimes swiftly, often over time. A psychological study, many psychological studies have shown that around the age of, between ages 3 to 6, if you test kids, 95% of them test very high for creative intelligence. You test those same kids in late middle to early high school, and less than 10% of them still possess that high level of creative intelligence. Why is that? Do you lose intelligence as you get older? Or has it been taken out of you? Has the world shaped and molded you to a point? And obviously, yes, that has happened. So this is the reality that we've been brought up in, and we need to begin to think of, well, how can I undo this? So, an example of dream crushes. Again, back to the conversation I had with my friend earlier. We were talking about things we wanted to do when we were kids and how that affected us today. And he said he always wanted to be a superhero. And he remembered telling that to some kids and then telling that to some adults in the last few years, and they all laughed at him, saying, ha, 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 how did that work out for you? He stood there and said, it worked out just fine. I wanted to be like Superman and fly through the sky. I flew in helicopters. I jumped out of helicopters in the Marine Corps. I wanted to be a superhero and rush in and save people. I did that hundreds of times in the Marine Corps. Not me, this is him talking. He lived the life that he set out to live. But in someone else's minds, it was smaller than what they thought. And this is a critical point about your dream crushes. That is someone else seeking to define your life by their weaknesses and their own prejudices. Defining your life through their lens. That doesn't work. Part of what this is we have to become strong enough, confident enough to say, no, thank you for being concerned, but I don't accept that. So I like to say that one way we can deal with the fear and the lies is with killing them with kindness and indifference. You literally don't have to care. You should not care. The rest of the world is surging towards mediocrity and below. Surging towards mediocrity and below. You should not care what they think. You really shouldn't. We don't have to be mean and ugly and tell them that, man, look, you suck, you stink. We don't have to do any of that. We're going to be above board because we're trying to be men and women of excellence, young men, young women of excellence. But we do have to be, to a point, indifferent. So having said all of that, there are dream crushes in your life. I got ready to go off to college. My guidance counselor tells me, oh, you're not college material. You should just go into the Army. Yeah, you would be good in the Army. Nothing wrong with you guys that went into the Army, you know, but that wasn't where I was going. Also, I'm top 10% of my class and all this other stuff, but you're telling me I'm not going to college. I already got academic scholarships. Matter of fact, I got an academic scholarship to Georgia Tech, one of the best schools in the country, and you're telling me I'm not college material. That's someone trying to intentionally crush your dreams. But let me get to this point, and I'll get to some steps that we can use in a minute. Sometimes, though, it's not a lie that they're telling you because they're trying to crush you. Sometimes they're telling you out of fear, legitimate concern for you. Know of another friend that outstanding guy, very good in high school, young man I had the privilege to coach. And I was one of the people that was like, dude, you'd be awesome in science and engineering and going to med school, but it's not what he wanted. He wanted to be a writer. And I looked at the numbers, and on average, writers don't make a whole lot of money. But I was one of the ones that said, listen, man, get you all the marketing skills to go along with the writing so you know how to market and sell your stuff. But if that's what you want to do, go pursue the life that you want. But most adults, without fail, the counselors, the other teachers were telling him, you're making a horrible career choice. You need to go into, engineering. You need to go into medicine. All these would be great fields, but that's what we think would be great fields. What about for him? I'm happy to say that the young man is a fairly established writer. He's able to feed himself. He hasn't made millions, but you know what? Most engineers don't make millions. He's living the life that he set out to for himself, making mistakes along the way. Just because you are pursuing your greatness doesn't mean that you're not going to have trials, tribulations, mistakes that you're going to make. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot, but you're going to do so while doing something you enjoy. You owe it to yourself to pursue that, to get past the lies and the fear. So again, some of the people that are telling you this really mean well. They're trying to help you. They think that they are helping you, although they're giving you horrible advice. So, as a construct, what can we do to help ourselves get rid of these or to move forward beyond the dream crushes? How do we get beyond the dream crushes? See, I have in and out put here. I'm going to kind of speed this up because I'm going to do another video where we're going to go in depth. We're going to take these kind of 2 or 4 at a time. The first thing we need to get rid of, we need to get rid of the spirit of mediocrity and acceptance. We don't have to accept what someone else is telling us. We don't have to accept their perspective on where our life is going. And we're going to replace that spirit with a spirit of affirmation. We're going to affirm ourselves. We're going to say, yes, we can. Affirmation. Yes, we can do it. Yes, we will do it. Yes, it will be tough. Yes, it will be challenging. Yes, I will make mistakes, but yes, I will do it. So the first thing we got to get rid of is that spirit of mediocrity and replace it with a spirit of affirmation. To go along with that spirit of mediocrity, there's some other spirits we got to get rid of. So we got to get rid of these people. Our negative Nancy's and our negative Neils or whoever they are. I don't care what their names are. Get rid of these people. Replace them with people that affirm you, people that believe in you. I did not say replace them with people that tell you what you want to hear. People that are of a like mind, people that are also on the growth mindset. What else do we need to get rid of? I'm going to say TV and nonsense media. That doesn't mean all social media. Some people are using social media as a benefit, and sometimes it's just legitimately healthy to communicate. I'm referring to spending, how many hours a day are you spending on Netflix or Hulu or whatever it is you're watching? The regular TV you spend all day watching the news, you need to be informed, but at what point do you move and take action? All right? So we need to get rid of TV and nonsense media and replace it with what I like to call growth media. Personal development, things that are going to help you, time management, budgeting, productivity, the law of attraction. I mean, things that are going to lift you up. Reading books, watching videos about things that are important to you, giving you additional skill sets. Replace the nonsense media with growth media. So again, these are some steps that we could take to get rid of the dream crushers, to crush the dream crushers, to replace the fear and the lies. What else can we do? Well, along the way, we have picked up some bad habits. We just talked about how much time are we watching TV, how much time are we spending lollygagging on the phone, and men, I'm going to rub some of y'all the wrong way, but how much time are you spending chasing that skirt? How many hours a week are you spending scheming? Yeah, I know some of the type. It has a consequence, whether or not you're willing to acknowledge it, but that lost time has a consequence, because here's the truth of the matter. We have the same amount of hours as Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, the newest billionaire. We have the same amount of hours as they have. We may not have the same money, but we have the same time. What are you doing with your time? This is why this habits is important. So we're going to replace the habits with new habits. How do we know the right habits to form? Oh, boom. Remember I said this growth media? This growth media, when you put this good stuff into your spirit, you're going to learn the leadership principles. You're going to follow the footprints of success, the things that I teach here on Vision Advance. You're going to grow yourself based on these new habits. Lastly, we need to get rid of some fast food daily. I'm not going to say you should never eat fast food. I'm not going to be extreme, because I tend not to believe in extremes. But you need to reduce the amount of fast foods and replace them over here with whole foods, fruits and veggies. More whole foods, fruits and veggies. Yes, that's, some of you might say, well, that's a cliche. No, it's real. This is about energy. We were talking about habits earlier. Well, if I'm going to be more productive, if I'm going to maximize my usage of these 24 hours I have, I need the energy to sustain myself. This whole food will give me lots more energy than this fast food. And along with that, I need to get rid of laziness. And I need to add in a little bit of exercise. Yes, you do. 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes per day. If you need to get in 5 in the morning and go do another 10 minutes later, 15 minutes, get you in 30 minutes a day. Last two things. You want to get rid of being a talker, always saying what you're going to do. You want to become a doer. Quit talking and get started doing. Become a man or woman of action. All success comes from taking decisive action. How can you crush the dream crushers? Put in a spirit of affirmation. Surround yourself with the right people that affirm you, that are in alignment with the spirit of affirmation, positive energy. Put growth media that gives you additional positive energy, additional skills, mindset, to help you form the new habits necessary for your coming success. It is coming. Necessary to have the life that you want, to move from wherever we are today to where we're trying to get to. I need some new habits, because what I've been doing is not good enough to get me there. I need to do something different. These new habits are vital. Some whole foods give me the energy that I need to outwork my competition, because it's not going to be easy. This is not just talk. This is not going to be easy. Get some exercise, get it in. Find a way to get it in. 20, 30 minutes a day. Some is better than none. If you couldn't get in at 30, did you get in 10? Great. Pat yourself on the back, say, I need to do better, but I got something. Get going. This is about become a doer, a person of action. Quit talking and doing it. So again, this is how you crush the dream crushers. Do you have any comments below? I'd like to hear tell me about your dream crushing story. Who or what tried to crush you? What did you do? What are you doing to overcome it? We will not acquiesce to others' perception of ourselves and our lives. We know that we're built for more. I salute all of you guys who are pursuing greatness, pursuing excellence of self. My name is Dale Myers with Vision Advance, and I look forward to serving you soon on the next video. Take care.